What's up, guys? Damien Leone, writer-director of Terrifier.
Hey, how you doing? It's David Thornton, Art the Clown. Sorry, just getting over a little bit of a cold, so if I'm coughing, I apologize.
It would have been funny if you did the whole thing as Art the Clown.
Oh yeah, just say anything.
Or just honk the horn and Sesame whenever you were on screen.
It's like, well, that's what he sounds like.
All right, so here we go.
Yeah.
Katie McGuire from The Babysitter from All Hallows Eve, coming back, this time as talk show host Monica Brown.
To the program. If you're just tuning in,
we shot this. This might have been the last day of shooting.
1 year ago.
This was a reshoot.
Wow.
I've worked on the show for many years, and I've never sat
Second to
across
last
with someone
day. Maybe
who
the
has a
morgue
story
was
to
the
tell
last
quite
day.
like yours. Thank you again for taking
But
the time to
actually,
sit down and speak
so
to me.
this whole talk show happening on television right
Yeah,
now.
when we left off, we were
We
talking
filmed
about
this
the role
entire
we
thing in a studio. Like
Do
the
you
the
remember your
movie
initial reaction when you first
initially
said this?
opened with the talk show in the studio. It went on for like 5 minutes. But
I wish I was
God, there's
dead.
Samantha Scafidi.
Do you still feel
Spoiler alert.
Well, I hope they actually watch the movie before they start watching this part. But, you know, spoilers.
Yeah.
To deal with that, so I
Look at that face. It's so cute. I could just eat it.
So here's the deal. Here's why this scene exists. Originally, it was these are my. This isn't you. Those are. I had to be your stand-in for this.
Stunt double.
Yeah.
We paid him scale.
My legs are not as thin as yours. The problem with commentaries is, all right, the movie flies by way too fast, so I can't talk about everything that's happening. But let me get back to that. All right, so now we have you getting ready. This scene is inspired clearly from the opening of A Nightmare on Elm Street, which is obviously one of my favorite movies of all time. But yeah, you know, Freddy. The opening of that movie is one of the most badass openings in movie history. Is Freddy creating his glove, you know? So this is like a little homage to that. This is you getting ready. I love in movies when characters are suiting up or gearing up, you know.
Date night.
like Arnold, you know, on the beach in Commando, suiting up. It's one of my favorite things.
Get down now. Put the cookie down. Put the axe down too.
But Jesus, I'm trying to friggin' still talk about the opening scene that's like happened 20 minutes ago. So the problem was that makeup never came out as good as I wanted it to come out. So the opening of the movie was in the studio. It was going on for it was a 5-minute scene, and I think we were just asking a little too much of the audience to accept that makeup. So my idea was later on was to shorten the scene, put it on a old television set, and have the static sort of obstruct the makeup, obstruct Sam's face, so you only caught glimpses here and there. So, you know, you get the idea, but it's not so, you know, in your face where you could examine the makeup, you know, that long. So that was the idea. I mean, if I could do it over again, I would. But we tried to mutilate her face so bad, and I wanted her nose to be completely gone. It was almost, you know, inspired by that woman who was mauled by the baboon or whatever years ago. You know, that image. You know, unfortunately, that was real. And that was horrifying, but that image always scarred me. So, but unfortunately, when you take a nose away, you have to build up every other. You know, so like the face winds up looking like she wound up looking a little bit like a Muppet. The lips were a little big, you know, but
it's Janet.
Yeah. This is so cool. Here's Kate. How many days? I think Katie just came in for 2 days. Love Katie. I've known her. She was my producer on the original Terrifier short. Like she wasn't
really.
Yeah. She wasn't even in it.
That.
Yeah. She was just the producer. Or
what a team player.
She's amazing. Yeah. So she's like, you know, I act also, and she turns out to be a great actress.
The funny thing is, as of this recording, I still have not met her yet.
Oh wow,
yeah.
That's crazy. First,
there we go.
Yeah, first initial kill of the movie. Boom, thumb in the eye socket there.
It's a feel-good movie. It's a family picture.
So the idea here is Sam's making her look exactly like she looked. That's what you get.
That's the sequel to Mean Girls. It's so fetch.
Alright, now here we are in good old Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, God.
Long,
Trenton, New Jersey.
long cold nights.
Promising you weren't
Katie
gonna
and
get
Jenna.
shit-faced tonight.
Jenna Cannell and Katie Cochran. How was it working with them?
Oh, they were awesome.
Yeah,
Just freaking awesome.
Tell everybody what you really think of them.
Awesome. They're really kick-ass. Every single person I worked with.
Yeah. We
Awesome.
completely lucked out.
Yeah.
Like, there was, in terms of cast and crew, there was absolutely zero drama, I would say, on set. Everybody was such a team player, such a trooper. I'm so happy to not have to be lying about that now, too. Like, that is absolutely the truth.
And we filmed the scene like months apart from each other, too.
Yeah, that happens a lot in this movie. Yeah, so Katie and Jenna are in Trenton, New Jersey right now. And when it cuts to Art the Clown, he is in Staten Island. He is not on a street. He is... What would you consider that? It was sort of like an alley of a... He's in between like 3 buildings in like a hospital complex. Kind of like a driveway alleyway. We did our best to make it look like a street corner. But they are nowhere near each other.
Yeah.
They are months apart, states apart.
Fuck me.
Serendipitous, too, with that wind coming in, too. The leaves.
Yeah.
D.
So this is just wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason other than
Well, you don't make fun of a clown. You know? That's it's like you laugh with the clown, not at the clown. It's like that's just gonna happen.
yeah.
Maybe he'll drive us home. I'm sorry, she's
Lesson
drunk.
learned, girls. Lesson learned. Oh, where'd he go?
He's gone. It's a
It's like Batman.
classic Michael Myers trope right there.
Let's go. Come on.
She's already falling asleep. I love that. Just asleep.
She missed it.
It's like, oh.
Deer Hills Pizzeria in what was that? Long Island. Yeah. Those guys were great.
Yeah. The owner was terrified of me. He had a clown phobia.
Gino Caffarelli, he great actor, New York actor. He got he introduced me to Samantha Scafidi. That's how she's in the movie.
Great.
I asked him if he knew any awesome local actresses, and he sent me her
That was the
reel.
longest kiss I've ever.
Here's a fun fact. I mean, I like, when I do the commentaries, I like to, I guess, like, as if we're speaking to film students. I mean, who else is really going to be interested in this other than, you know, people who like to know how the movie was made, or diehard fans, obviously. But so I'm going to tell you all the tricks, as many as I can remember, and all the things that are going to make you never look at this movie the same. Like, this entire scene is looped or ADR'd, meaning that the actors had to come back in and you know, match up their audio, because the audio that we recorded on the day didn't come out good because of the refrigerator. And we couldn't shut it off. So this entire scene had this you know, absurd humming going through it. And
It was pain recording my lines again.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. It's like, oh god, not again.
yeah, I just found out. Well, not just found out, but the entire movie of The Exorcist is looped.
Really?
It's not.
Wow.
Yeah, purposely, because William Friedkin wanted the background noise to be so silent at
I
times.
love this part.
Yeah.
You just let me play at this part. It's like you basically shot me for like 5 minutes just making silly faces and stuff like that. And it's like
that was fun.
yeah, that was a good one.
That was my favorite.
You know, growing up, it's what I did. My mom always said, you know, my face would stick this way. And look at me now, Mom. Look at me now. You know.
Yeah, that was going on for a while.
Life goals.
Going on for a while, those faces. There was a lot of good ones. It was actually hard to choose. I may have chosen the wrong faces. There might be gems.
Oh, there's like that one picture of me doing it a lot.
Yes,
That's not even
yeah,
a shame.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
That is a shame. I apologize.
Yeah, it's okay.
This fucking...
I've had fun with that picture though, like, on social media and stuff. Oh,
This was cool. I mean, obviously, I just wanted to set this up so the audience just knows she's gonna get it.
Oh, yeah.
This is just.
I just love that she added a little boop with the nose.
And then you
circled
brought that back.
Yeah, we brought that back
I did.
later
Bring
on.
that back later.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the selfie. This was one of the oldest ideas I had when I was writing the script, that I wanted to get some of that Instagram selfie pop culture into this movie. I thought it'd be great if you took a selfie with your victim.
Oh yeah, of course.
Hey.
Of course.
I CGI'd the twinkle in your eye there. I really did. They were too dead,
Yeah.
which I guess is a good thing. But
Too dead.
I needed a gleam.
Can you hear me in
Just a
there?
little bit of CG in this film, you know.
Oh god, it's gonna be a long night.
Gino's great.
Oh yeah.
Gotta look at this fucking guy that just.
You're
went
actually
down.
Gino's stunt double.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am Gino sometimes in these shots on my arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we shot this in 2 days.
Yeah.
This scene, Gino was only
Oh,
there once.
this part here, trying to like film different angles of getting that stupid machine. Ugh.
Oh yeah, there were a
Yeah.
lot of angles that we didn't use. We were
Yeah.
shooting through the glass. Yeah, there were
Yeah.
some cool angles. The heart.
But it's so much more complicated than you would think.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is kind of like the newer version of the scene in All Hallows Eve when he gives the girl the
What are you
rose.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted another kind of initiation.
Oh yeah. It's like, hey, baby, scene.
Yeah. That was cool. Tips hat. See this? Yeah, this is all you right here. That
Okay,
That's
not
all
for
clown-
nothing,
you know,
but
your
that's the
clown.
nicest thing
Learn
you
from
guys
the
yeah,
best.
shtick.
What the fuck?
Love to play around.
Ladies?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you something that really bothers me about this sequence is the
You okay?
the fucking cold pizza.
Oh yeah.
The cold pizza, the frozen cheese that is not dripping. Oh, it's so annoying, man.
They're there late at night. There you go. Like, what do you
I
expect?
can't
You're gonna come
stand
in
that.
late on Halloween. We expect fresh pizza. Come on.
I came so close to like CGIing,
Like steam coming off.
Yeah, mozzarella. That was.
Next, you're gonna be working for Domino's.
Oh, no, who cares?
ridiculous.
Yeah. Though we did get to eat the pizza.
Yeah,
That
pizza
was
was
such
delicious.
a pain for me to eat.
Get over here! All night.
Oh, that's a CGI'd in jack-o'-lantern on the desk there. Yeah. I tried to give him more of a Halloween vibe. This is great.
Poop on the
You
hands.
smeared shit all over the bathroom.
Shit, and don't come back.
I loved having all that traffic.
Come on, rip 'em up.
You know those people walking,
Yeah,
going by.
the
Going, what the hell?
The world is still going on while we're
Yeah.
shooting this thing.
I'm surprised no one called the cops on us then.
Oh,
Unlike later on.
well, that's. I mean, so you smeared shit all over the place.
Who knows?
That's kind of a new thing for slashers to do, right? I'm
Yeah.
trying to do little, put my spin on slashers. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
A little fecal
You know,
humor.
do slashers take shits? Like, does Michael Myers take a shit? I mean, he is, at least in part one, he's technically human.
Yeah.
At least now people can envision you. They know you take shits.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you enjoy it. You revel in it.
They could
And
have whipped it out right there.
smearing
Shit
it all
happens.
over and tagging places with your name.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
It's crappy art, but you know. It depends, you know.
What?
It's bad joke, sorry.
That's
Bad humor.
oh, I get
Has
it.
it been like
Oh.
Very clever.
Who slashed that tire?
If I noticed that your
did
tire
that?
exploded.
Yeah, that shot never quite read of the flat tire, but the tire is flat. We flattened my tire. That's my car. That is the same
Oh.
car that has been in the original Terrifier. I still own it. I still drive it. You can't kill it. You can't kill it.
Give me your phone.
It's
I'll
kind
call
of
my
like
sister.
art.
Yeah.
Just keeps on coming back. Excuse me.
Yo, Steve, this is sick. I better get overtime for this. No joke.
Eric
Up
Zamora,
there. Yep.
another New Yorker.
That would suck to have that job.
That's the guy who handles food.
So that's the only way your name is ever mentioned in,
Yeah.
in films is because he tags the crime scene either with blood or shit. Like a CGI pumpkin.
would have never known that unless you said that.
Here's an interesting story. So this scene here with Sam was shot on the same night that she murdered Katie in the dressing room. With all that makeup on, all those prosthetics. We shot the prosthetic scenes first, and Sam was so sick that she just came back from another country on vacation, and she caught some kind of bug, and she was dying on set, and we told her, we're like, just go home, you know, it's fine, we'll shoot another day, and she just was like, no, we got to get it done. She was such a trooper. She was sweating so much in that prosthetic that when I went to take it off, it kind of just melted off, like it came right off.
Oh no!
Because she was just dying, and then she had to get completely cleaned up and made up to shoot this, and this is the middle of the night.
Gee, she had to do this.
Yeah, all the same night.
Adds to her like sarcasm. And
Yeah,
just, like,
but I mean, you wouldn't know that. I mean, like, but if you see in the, if you see the raw footage, like when I yell cut, it's like you just see her face completely change in between things. I know, she's so amazing.
She's a trooper. They all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel Rodas, okay, he's the guy in Ursula, is the roommate. Dan is the guy from Terrifier, the short film, who gets shot in the head by Art the Clown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's been in every movie.
That's why I look familiar.
He's amazing. He just comes in, we touch base every time I make a movie. He comes in, we hug, and he shoots a scene. He's amazing.
What a pal. What a pal.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he didn't die this time. So.
Right? I don't know.
That we know of.
There's always next time.
Yeah. Next time, Gadget. Next time. Next time.
What if that guy did this to your car?
What guy? The clown?
Tara, still very skeptical. She
You
knows.
really think someone slashed my
She knows
tires?
Art did it,
Yeah.
and she knows there's something really wrong with that guy.
You get it.
He's more than just a creep.
Ran over a
Yeah.
nail or something.
Should have just let you drive.
What was your audition like, Dave?
My audition was probably one of the most interesting things I've ever had. Because, like, since there's no dialogue for Art, I was not given a script. And so you just told me to come in and, like, improv on the spot. Like, make up a scene. Excuse me.
Cut a head off?
Yeah, cut a head off.
Cutting it
You're like, yeah, just like, decapitate someone. I'm like, okay. And so I, like, skipped in, came in, like, saw a guy sneak up behind him, whacked him in the head, brought out my tools from my bag of tricks, sawed off the head, pull up the head. I'm like, go to taste it. And I'm like, oh, wait, this doesn't taste right. So I take out a salt shaker and put salt on it, taste again. I'm like, perfect.
Amazing.
Perfecto. And then, toss it back in the bag and skip off. Yeah,
We knew, right?
as
then
you do
and
for
there,
an audition.
We knew, man. That was a big. That was scary. Recasting that role, dude. So here we're now getting into the gore.
Yeah.
Finally, the real hardcore.
We actually put pizza inside of that hand.
Oh,
Remember
we
that?
did.
To make it look like bone, we had pizza crust in
Yeah,
there.
for the flesh. Yeah, that was difficult getting that knife to stick in his face. I actually had to digitally erase a little bit of the tubing. Yeah, it was showing.
Yeah, poor Eric had to go. I remember he had to go straight to work. We wrapped so like what 10 o'clock.
How about cleaning the entire back room at 7 o'clock?
But he had all that blood. He had to go to work like that with all that blood on him still. Poor guy.
So this is you're relentless. Like my whole thing is, in your typical slasher, it would be one shot.
Oh, yeah.
Right? One shot to the face.
Keep on.
Kill scene over. I want to just keep cutting back to it. It's just like
This was fun too. This was a lot of fun.
stabbing
I
the
was
face
so
out.
tired at that point of the night too, and I was like, okay, you're just like, just have at it. And I'm like, really? You're like, yeah. I was like, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stab. I'm like, all right, this is fun. I'm like, keep going. Okay. And playing around with the face.
Right. Just playing around with the.
I remember this thing almost caught on fire too, didn't it?
Probably.
Yeah. We're like, oh crap, we gotta put it. Because we only had like one shot of that.
Our good buddy Roberto was in charge of lighting the wicks.
Oh, Roberto. Oh,
Roberto DePaulo,
It's the middle of the night.
responsible for a lot of why this movie exists today.
Yeah.
I love you, Roberto.
Yeah. Love you, man. Love you, man.
But yeah, so back to that kill. I wanted it to be kind of like Suspiria, the opening kill of Suspiria. I don't know if you ever saw it. Yeah, so it's like one of those Dario Argento Italian 70s giallo movies. Super graphic, super bloody. The opening kill scene in that movie is like the guy stabs a woman in the chest so many times that her heart is exposed.
Holy crap!
Yeah, and then he keeps stabbing the heart, you know, and then she gets hung. She's still alive, and then he hangs her. I mean, it's just it goes on and on and on. They don't do that in American movies that often, you know. So I kind of
especially now.
Yeah, so I wanted to make like an American giallo movie. That was my goal to an extent.
Yeah. I think you did pretty well.
Tried, man.
It's like I've been watching a lot of horror movies lately, and they just seem so tame. Even like, you know, Jenna was in Bye Bye Man.
Just make it quick.
I understand they
I didn't see
originally
it.
shot like a rated R.
Right, and then they
had to tone it down. They cut out a lot of stuff because of it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Because they want to put more butts in seats.
Yeah, no,
It's like,
not us.
We have to sacrifice integrity.
We just want to put
that way. It's a shame.
more bodies.
Yeah, you know.
More bodies.
Do it for
on
the
floor.
fans. Do
Yeah.
it for the fans.
Matt McAllister plays the Exterminator.
Since 1979.
Awesome guy. Awesome actor.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Another New Yorker. A lot of New Yorkers.
Yeah, this bathroom is exactly how it actually was.
This place is exactly how it was. Yeah, there's no set dressing.
This place was nasty. Just nasty. Why is that nasty? It's nasty. Why?
This was the first thing we shot in this entire movie. This scene.
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have a nice night then.
Jim's probably like, what have I got
Yeah,
myself into?
exactly. Oh, boy.
Don't mention it.
I think it kind of blends into the rest of the movie. I don't think you would know what happened on the first day. We were competent enough.
This place doesn't have running
What
water.
do you think would have happened if she didn't have to pee and they were just in the car the whole time? Do you think how would Art have gotten to them? Would he have?
Oh yeah, he would probably just end up popping up in the back seat of the car. He's like, "Hi." You know, he has his ways. Maybe hitchhike down the road later on or something like that too. He'd find a way. He'd find a way. You know, you make fun of a guy, he's gonna, hunt you down.
Life finds a way.
Yep. Life finds a way. I thought this was
Katie.
Yeah.
Katie's so amazing. Katie's in some trauma movies. She's in. I just saw Chuck. With,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Liev.
Yeah, Liev. She was shooting that simultaneously.
Yeah.
She was remembering lines for it was called The Bleeder, now it's called Chuck, while we were shooting the pizzeria scene.
Yeah, it's like she was shooting that and Jenna left us immediately to go shoot Bye Bye Man too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What I thought was really cool is like, you'll see in a little bit. This ambulance that goes by.
Yes,
Because that was
quite the
that was
coincidence,
such
wasn't
a
it?
coincidence. That was unplanned.
That
And
was
just like,
yeah.
it's like, whoa. Well, it's like, I remember like
Right here.
we're all like, did we get that?
Right.
There it goes. Yeah.
So that ambulance was,
That was
not
perfect,
planned.
and she played it perfect. That's what I love. Is like her reaction was so real right
Yeah.
there. I was like, oh,
But the thing is, the ambulance only went by in that side wide shot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my god, that's great. And then what we did was when we shot her close up, Dave Anthony, our gaffer, rigged a lighting thing to mimic.
Okay.
To mimic
I wasn't
the
out there for
ambulance
that part.
light.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Because
then
it was like, that was
right.
great.
Yes, and then we
That
cut
was
it together
great.
like that.
We actually had a little bit more to that scene too, but we cut it. It was like where I.
Which is
that's
now
what-
in the deleted scenes.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
good.
Which
With
when I
me,
was
like mocking her.
I don't know why, but I guess because I wanted to save the needle. I thought if you just keep seeing the needle, it's not going to have the effect the second time. But having recut, because it actually wasn't cut, but I had to recut it just to put it recently, just to put into the deleted scenes. And now that I see it, I wish it was in the movie. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's in deleted scenes.
Yeah, but you could see it.
Yeah. Because that was so much fun to do. It's like when she screams, I'm like.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's a cool.
This is one of those things we just thought up of in the moment. Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
Just mocking her.
Oh yeah,
That's what
he's got to fuck around with his victims.
Yeah.
He's like, he just doesn't kill. He's got, he's got to have his fun with it.
Exactly. That's what he does. He plays with the victims first.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible. Absolutely sadistic.
Instead of,
Son of a bitch.
him entertaining everybody entertains him.
Mm-hmm.
See, reverse clown that way. The world is his enemy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Puya.
Puya.
You don't
The most beautiful homeless woman we've
You'll
ever
ever
seen.
see. The most beautiful eyebrows.
Like we tried to make her look bad.
You must be the new
Yeah, Puya was fantastic. She came and did this awesome read for the crazy homeless woman.
Oh gosh, she was great.
Originally the crazy homeless woman, but then I turned her into the cat lady.
Yeah.
Isn't she, Emily?
Well, it's basically
This is
the
my daughter.
same
Yeah.
thing. Weird way.
Hello to the pretty
That she's
young lady.
living there in this building.
And she believes this doll is her daughter, her actual child.
It's been quite a while since
I
we've
did
had
a
neighbors. Perhaps we can
paid
do
a
a
little
laundry
tribute to
together.
Rosemary's Baby
I
with
could
the
use some
laundry
help.
line. That's one of my favorite horror movies.
That sounds like a good idea.
I mean, this is all real. I mean, this place you
Give
can't.
me a moment.
We didn't
I
have
have to
the
find the
budget to
landlord.
build any sets or anything, but we lucked out. Just a whole room full of tires.
Fantastic.
I remember when we were first scouting this place, I was trying to think if we could actually film like a cat and mouse scene in this room where she's like crawling in the tires and stuff like that. But they would have done it.
Yeah.
Girls definitely would have done it. All right, so here's now the movie sort of kicks into high gear, I guess. From here. Peekaboo, zoom in, boot, mannequin. I always just I like just as still as possible.
Don't breathe. It's like I remember we were filming that night and I had an itch on my nose right when we were watching Freeze. I'm like, oh, son of a. I was like, got an itch on my nose. Oh. So this was my first night filming too.
Was it?
Yeah,
Because I have absolutely zero.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, recollection of what our first night shooting together.
this was my first night.
Okay.
Here in the garage.
Really?
Hunting her down. Yeah.
See, I mean, you nailed it, dude. You just came in. You can't tell.
And what's so funny about this is I was so afraid of like hurting her at first too. I was like,
Yes, and you can tell in one scene,
Yeah.
and it bothers me. But it's
yeah,
all right,
it
I'll
bothers
let
me
go.
too. It's like, ah, shit. Look, I'm being too nice. I'm being too nice.
Yeah.
It's like by the end of the whole filming process, like, okay, what do I have to do now? Okay, cool, let's go for it. Yank her hair? Sure.
Yeah. See, this is a new thing from All Hallows Eve, is to show you stalking. It
Yeah.
doesn't. I never really did that before until this movie, so it was interesting to see how
It's more fun.
how it was going to play. Another thing is you're pretty much the star of this movie, whereas most slashers, they pop up.
Yeah.
They pop up every now and then for the kill scenes, and then they're really in it for like the last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, once you're in this movie, you're in it, which could be a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I think it works.
I think it works too.
Yeah.
But, I'm biased.
You're a fan.
This is my Elmer Fudd scene here.
This is cool.
quiet.
Now, you actually did not touch that window, but I
Yeah.
added the sound effect of the
Because
scraping.
we're afraid of, like,
Yeah, we didn't want to. We couldn't touch these cars.
Yeah, don't want to put blood on them.
Big clown shoes. George, our DP, George Stuber, fantastic. Gave this great look, this retro look, and we, of course, accentuated it in post-production with the colors, but George is a beast. But George does not like clown shoes. That freaks him out.
Really?
Yeah.
I
not
wish
to the-
I had known
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I would have had fun with him.
Not to the point, not to the point where he's, gonna run out of the building. But I mean, like, he brought it up on many occasions. He's like, there's something about clown shoes that don't sit right with him.
Speaking of the clown shoes, there's one thing I wish we could have actually gotten into the film was the sound of those shoes, because I had that one part of the one shoe that kept on flapping.
Yeah.
It's like that's the only sound you hear from art is
Yeah. So it's like three footsteps.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the mom from Bye Bye Birdie who had the squeaky shoes everywhere she walked. You always.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
It's classic. It's like everywhere she was going, just squeak, 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 squeak. And it's like, oh god, here she comes.
Bye Bye Birdie's a musical. Yes.
Yeah, it was like a movie. The movie version is totally different from the stage version.
Oh, okay.
It's like Paul Lynde and Dick Van Dyke.
I just saw Singing in the Rain for the first time. I thought it was fantastic.
God, it's fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic.
But back to this.
Speaking of Singing in the Rain, so the closest thing this has in common to Singing in the Rain is Clockwork Orange, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is my first night on.
Here's another thing. I throw so many tributes, or I'm just inspired by so many things, but like that scene of you just popping up, her screaming first and then looking down, is actually inspired by the movie Trilogy of Terror. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No.
70s movie, a little killer Zuni voodoo doll, more or less.
Yeah.
It's not really a voodoo doll, but it comes to life. It's like the first of its kind, like a Chucky doll that comes to life. And it starts soaring this woman, stabbing this woman in her leg. Yeah. But Jenna's a maid. I mean, where do you start with Jenna?
That's what I loved about her. Is like when I was like, I don't want her to like go ahead, do it.
Jenna's a stunt person, so she was falling down steps, and she was all about just getting down dirty, really physical. She's all for it.
She's like
this. I like this shot of you.
True kick-ass girl.
Yeah, I love this. This shot of you. The close up. This insert here, that is Sam. Samantha Scafidi came to help us out and play Jenna's hand next to the rat. Sam loved the rats. We had a rat wrangler come in because we have this running. The rat. The exterminator. He's supposed to be there killing rodents, but we never had any rats. And we actually, when we first played this movie, a couple of the
wasn't just her nose.
Yeah,
so
it's cold.
It's just like but it's just like it's.
She's
so good.
She's so good. But some reviews was saying, oh, this place is supposed to be infested. Like, where are the bugs? Where are the rodents? And I was like, dude, we got to go back in there. And put some rats in there. So we went and got a rat wrangler for a couple of shots. That would have been fun. I listen to what people say, and I try and rectify situations to the best of my abilities. But the rats are so cute, and rats are extremely intelligent. If you didn't know that, and they have stronger senses. They can smell way more than a dog can. I found. Wow. Yeah. They actually use rats to find bombs over dogs. Yeah. So this woman said, but maybe she was just trying to sell us on getting more rats.
They smell bombs. I swear. Yeah.
Sam, not really moving. Obviously, the shots with Sam, we do the classic shake the car and have just lighting gags going on the outside. All you film students out there, so interested in
movie magic.
Yeah. So in your bag full of tricks, you have locks and chains. And
of course.
You're ready for everything.
Oh, yeah.
And you just
locks and chains have so many purposes. You can do so many things with them.
So you sealed her into this joint.
I'm a mischievous son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Even took time to board. I'm very, very, very effective.
Efficient, effective. You got it all.
It's part of my powers, really.
Oh man, I was so tired on this day. I remember a little bit of this night. This was nights.
These were all long nights, though.
Long nights, dude. Like sometimes, I would say an average night was 14 hours long.
Yeah, I would say so.
There were nights where I was up for 26 hours by the time I got home.
Yeah, it's like I was trying to make sure you got home awake while you're driving.
Yeah, especially Dave and I, because we had to get there. We had to be the first ones there when he filmed, and it takes 2.5 to 3 hours to make him up. That was a great jump scare. That gets people in theaters. They all scream at that.
Woohoo!
Just missed her.
Yeah.
You bastard.
I had so much fun doing that.
Yeah, well, this is the best stuff when you get to just choke out Jenna.
Oh, yeah.
CGI blood there. It's technically not CGI blood, but it's visual effects. I took real blood and morphed it onto her neck, just from 2 different shots. But
Speaking of 2 different shots.
3, by the way.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, this scene was shot in, different locations.
3. This entire sequence is in 3 different locations.
Yep.
So, whenever you see Katie, we are in Staten Island. Right?
Yep.
Whenever you see Jenna, we're in Trenton, New Jersey. And now, whenever we're over Jenna's shoulder looking at you, when you're tormenting her and you just keep swinging the axe in her face, that is in Long Island. And we put up a prop brick wall to mimic what we're looking at right now. That's real.
There.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's real.
Because this was like, I think, wasn't this Jenna's last night on set?
I think so.
Yeah.
Right.
This was a fun scene.
This was. We knew. I knew writing the
yeah.
script. This was the scene.
We did so many different takes of me like tormenting her.
Yeah. All right. So that shot of Jenna Trenton. Now we're in Long Island.
Yep.
Now we're in Trenton. Now we're in Long Island. Now we're in Trenton. And the double playing right here. The double playing Jenna, playing Tara is Christina Thompson. I mean, it's like it's almost flawless. Yeah, I don't think you would know.
Tell the hair's just a little bit longer.
Jenna's is a little long, you think, right?
Yeah.
Or the other
No,
one. See, I can't tell.
Yeah. just a little bit longer.
Teensy wheat. And then, alright, so now you break out the hacks.
My toys.
I guess this is your signature weapon, right? At this point, the hacksaw. Do a lot of damage. So the whole idea here is he's just completely tormenting her to the point of breakdown.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, he
just make her just break her every way I can. Just make her think she's
he keeps leading up to the moment of murder and then just not going through with it. I mean,
it's almost like
so
foreplay
sadistic.
for him, really.
100%.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it to end.
Nah.
It's over. The fun's over. Once the life is gone, there's no reaction.
Here we go.
I mean, I don't even know. We need to pause the movie and then to talk about everything.
There's so much of this
sequence.
thing.
Jesus Christ, how do you start?
Ta-da!
Yeah.
And that ceiling tile. I love that part.
Yeah.
That was by accident.
The ceiling was falling apart. If you go rewind that.
Oh, poor Katie. It's like it was 20-something degrees that night.
Freezing. She could only hang upside down for about 30 seconds
Yeah.
at a time.
It's like this night I like.
They're not even in the same room. I mean,
No.
look at Jenna just selling that. She's looking at nothing. She's acting off of nothing. Katie was just so adamant before we started shooting when she read the script. She's like, "This has to be the coolest kill scene ever. We got to do it. Go all the way."
She was such a trooper.
Such a trooper.
Let
me go. It was nerve-wracking. This is my favorite shot of the movie right there. The hacksaw going into the ass crack because I've never seen that before.
Nope.
I want to show you guys things that you haven't seen before. If you've seen that, shoot me in prison.
Oh god, those intestines, man. Because the fun thing was, didn't you forget to refrigerate those because we were originally supposed to shoot this a few weeks prior, but it flooded.
Yeah.
That room had flooded, and so we had to postpone it.
The real body, the full-size body.
Oh, those intestines were rank.
Months before, 3 months before we started shooting this, Phil Falcone, the producer, who is just the greatest human being on the face of the earth, who is the reason why this movie exists, he put in the money. We tried years to get this movie made. Nobody would give me money. Phil immediately said, "Yeah, let's do it." And he also helped me do everything, every step of the way. He let me use his house to create all the special effects in. So we built that body, that whole silicone mold of Katie from head to toe. This is in so many different locations from shot to shot. This is where Jenna starts fighting back.
This is where we did the horn joke between Jen and we were actually laughing so much that night.
But we originally, when we had to cast Katie's body, we wound up encasing her in the silicone. Because I gave her the release agent to put on her body.
Oh, the board.
Well, what
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No,
Yeah, but yeah,
we gave her the release agent before we put the silicone on her body. And when she came out of the bathroom, like, there was just chunks of release agent. I'm like, that's just way too much. I'm like, we're not going to get the detail. I'm like, take some of it off. So then when she came back, I guess she took too much release agent off. So we put the silicone on her. When we went to peel it off, it was just stuck to the hairs on her, the fine peach fuzz on her arms and whatnot. And it was scary. I mean, we had to be very...
Poor thing.
Yeah, poor thing. We were very careful. But
she went through hell during this.
Hell, yeah. I mean,
she literally went through hell.
That's the scene of the movie, and it's all because of Katie.
Yeah.
I mean, she's there hanging upside down, and there's a lot of shots where I didn't want to use the dummy. Like, I wanted to use Katie. There's this one quick shot of you with the hacksaw kind of stuck in her chest plate.
Yeah.
And what we did was we built a fake hacksaw that we cut in half, and we placed it up against her chest.
Too. It's like we originally had a fake board that she was going to hit me with.
The rubber one that just
broke. And the dowel
right.
broke right before we were going to film, so this is a real board. And so this is where I, like, got a lot of respect of Jenna that night, because I was like, okay, we got to make this look real. She was literally swinging that board like an inch away from my face. Full tilt, just going at it. I was like, I had to put all of my trust into her that night.
I think she was just aiming for you and has bad aim.
Oh, it's like, that's how good she is, though. She's a true professional when it comes to, especially all the stunt work here. It's just like, I put all of my faith in her, and
yeah, this is it, dude. Here's the thing: like, she has you here.
Yeah.
Like, you're beat. You're defeated. She's got you.
This was such a fun thing to do.
Yep. Until
love this thing.
Bam.
Boom.
That's it.
I love that.
Man, he has all the tricks up his sleeve. That's
and in my shoe.
And that's the deal. Like, he's thought of everything. That is his contingency plan. If his back's ever up against the wall and it's over, like, he's gonna get arrested or he's gonna get killed, like, nothing. You're never gonna take him in.
No.
Ever.
There's always a backup plan.
He's out. He's out. So
he's like a murderous MacGyver in a way. Without the mullet, of course. But,
So the gun is his contingency plan, and this is where he has to use it because she actually has him. Like, she's gonna, people are like, oh, why don't you just keep hitting him? Like, she is gonna keep hitting him. She has him. Like, it's not a question. It's like she wants him to just even attempt to get back up so she can knock him back down.
And he's done playing around now.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, fuck it. Okay, you hurt me. Okay, fuck you, bitch.
All right. I'm glad you brought that up because that's an important part of his character, because we go for a lot of jokes, right? A lot of levity with him, especially after every time he kills somebody, he'll, like, kind of wink to the audience and give, like, a little. So, because you don't want it to be so heavy where you just walk out completely depressed. Like, I want you to have fun to a degree when you're watching this movie, but it's very important to always go back to the fact that he is just this horrible, sadistic, evil, just nefarious piece of shit.
And that's
he's
literally
just pure
where he
evil.
stops clowning around.
Right. She's not exactly. This is just like, all right, the joke's over. It's like, now I'm just gonna kill you in the most sadistic, slow way. It's just back to suffering.
Yeah, it's like,
he's not laughing.
There's no laughing, no smiling, nothing. It's just cold kill right
Cold killing, and it's also because now he's taking out the main character. And it's not funny. The audience isn't going to laugh
because they thought she was going to be the final girl.
Right. Yeah, I tried to do a Janet Leigh thing. Trying to just mislead, screw with the audience.
How dare you?
When we first screened a very rough version of this in Telluride, people were cheering when she was beating the shit out of you.
Yeah.
But it's funny because they were also, like, cheering and laughing at things that you were doing. So it's like they were kind of playing both sides. But they were so happy when Jenna was kicking the shit out of you. And then when you shot her, some guy screamed out, like, oh, come on, like so loud. he got so annoyed. And then from that point on to when you kill her, I mean, it was just dead silence. Nobody was, like, having a good time anymore, It was, like, over. But that was supposed to be the point. You're not supposed to be enjoying the fact that we're losing this character.
Mm-hmm. But that tells you something, they identified with it, they loved her.
Yeah.
It's like, they were not expecting that to happen to her.
For sure. And the whole thing with the gun, I mean, that was a conscious decision back when I made Terrifier. I wanted to see if I can get away with a slasher using a gun, and could it be scary?
Yeah.
You know, because obviously the formula is to have a knife, a sharp object, something where, you know, but guns are horrifying, you know,
Yep.
more so now, you know,
Yep.
than ever in our country. You know, it's very relevant. I mean, that was a conscious decision making this.
Yeah.
For all the mass shootings and the murder suicide. I mean, he is murder suicide in this movie. That's how
Yeah.
that's how he takes himself out of the end. But so I knew it was going to be effective. So now Sam's coming. Now Sam has no idea what she's walking into. This is another cool thing. He's using technology to his advantage.
Which you don't really see a lot of.
No. I mean, you have to incorporate these things now. But he's smart enough to know
He's a smart cookie.
how to text.
Yep.
And he's like, more meat, you know, more things to play with. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with the other one.
Done with the first course.
This was my favorite.
This was fun.
Thing.
I was so glad we got to do this. I love that. I just love that. I was just
That's
like,
my favorite thing. I think that's kind of cool.
I also like that I booped her nose at that one point too. Just
Right when you're about to cut her in half,
boop back. Yeah.
I'll call back to when she messed with you in the
That
pizzeria.
was one thing I wanted to make sure I put in.
Yeah.
So it's like-
And this is still no smiling and just cold, dead, boom, with the gun. Just robs the audience.
Yeah.
Just takes her right out of the equation.
Boom, boom.
And then to make it worse, he just destroys her beauty. Just keeps shooting her face until it's mutilated.
And I love that because it goes from like me smiling and having fun again to just cold, just
Well, exactly.
then back to, all right,
Exactly.
the game's back on.
Right. It's very, very important to always go back to that cold. And that's what you really are. Yeah. You must be having a great time.
I am.
Like all these strangers popping up. You're like, oh, more people to talk about.
I know, I love it. It's just, it's like Christmas but different for
Yeah.
art.
Oh man. Oh, so where Sam is right now. Yeah. Also, all these exteriors. None of them are really in trend for the most part. I mean, this is where we shot you walking outside.
Yeah.
In your opening scene when you spot them near the car. And now this isn't in Trenton. This is in Staten Island.
How'd you get in here?
You have to
Where we actually had heat.
Yeah. Right. The luxury.
Yeah.
Yes,
Boy, that was a creepy building.
Yes, all that. He's killing them. One
that's
by
so
one
creepy.
by
It's
one,
like,
like cows.
Yeah.
You know that place was haunted.
Puyo's fantastic.
Oh,
Yes, that's what I've been saying.
It's
You need
just,
to call the police right away because he's right downstairs and he's
I mean,
probably
you know,
going to
I mean, if you're the exterminator, first of all, nobody's supposed to be in that building.
No.
Now that this woman just pops up, just rambling, incoherent, just pure insanity.
They're all dead.
She's so intense too.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You can't you can't make heads and tails of what she's saying right now. He goes a little too far. You don't want to do that. You don't want to push her on the floor.
How dare he?
Now her main concern is finding her daughter.
Her daughter,
Yeah.
quote unquote. A baby.
Fuck is going on?
That's funny. The man on the phone here is my good friend Kamal Ahmed, filmmaker, ex-jerky boy. Did me this favor. We speak every day on the phone, pretty much.
This was
It's
fun.
great. Yeah, you just beat the
Beat the shit out of this phone.
Yeah.
We only had one take on it, so it's just like,
Yeah, that was like I felt like I was kind of living vicariously through
Yeah.
you. Just who doesn't want to destroy their fucking
it's like,
phone?
yes.
You know.
It's like, just wail on
Yeah.
it, Dave.
Oh man,
It's like, I love it. It just pops around. Like, oh crap! It's
Dawn.
That's
like
why I
unintentional
destroy
comedy in a way. I love that.
Now Sam is just finding herself deeper and deeper into a world of shit, so to
Yeah.
speak. Wow, so you took the baby. You're getting a lot accomplished in a very, very short amount of time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sam's character's definitely having that very one bad day moment.
Yeah.
That pushes her over the edge.
Just like, she thinks the test is going to be the worst part.
Yeah.
So now the cat lady, she's like, oh my god,
My baby.
that guy has my baby.
Yeah. I just love bleach.
Bleach.
Just bleach.
It's like milk.
Yep. Bleach. Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to be in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Those Hollywood bucks, finally.
Woo! That's what we put all that money into. That bleach container.
Yeah. Product placement.
Bleach by Blamo.
I mean, none of this is taking place in the same building.
No. This was down in the tunnels.
In reality, yeah.
These were like TV tunnels.
This is Staten Island. This is we're so underground. Now when we see Sam, we're in Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah.
This is cool. I like that
Art.
name. Yeah, Art.
That wasn't even like intentional. That was
Nothing's.
that was on the building itself. I was like,
of-
oh, this is nice.
a lot of happy accidents.
Yeah.
And just a lot of
Sales
accidents.
and art. So who is Sales? So we're gonna be introduced to Sales in the sequel.
Oh man, this. Yeah, I always thought this scene would be weird.
Yeah.
And uncomfortable. And what's going on here?
Please.
I mean, you have two lunatics facing off against each other.
I love that. The hiss.
Yeah. Where I just give him some.
That made me
kind
so
of,
happy the first time I saw that. I was like, oh, I love what you did.
Underscore his intention.
Yeah.
Snake.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Or he's gassing.
Mommy's
I think he was just letting off some steam.
Yeah.
So bad. Who's the king of the puns? Jake. Jake,
Oh,
our sound
God.
guy. Oh, he would some fucking insane puns. But
Yeah, we had a few pun offs.
now, without giving away any anything we might do in the sequel, like what was your interpretation of this scene? Like what
I think he's got mom issues.
you do. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think she.
never felt
I think this is actually a very important scene in the movie, where you kind of see a little bit of who he is, possibly. It's like a little hint. There's something that happened in his past.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Like because she hits,
She's all I have in
she
this
was,
world.
I think, able to reach him just for a hot second here. Like
Really?
Yeah.
You think his guard was actually down?
Yeah,
for a second.
For a
Okay.
second, because he actually lets her touch him, and I was like, this is like this weird.
Do you think the audience assumes he's gonna like bite her finger off?
Yeah, oh, totally. I was tempted.
that may have been the right
Yeah.
move. I don't know.
No, because I think it makes him so much more creepy. It's just like this is where I'm thinking, it's like, wow, it's been a long time since someone's actually shown
gotten that
some
close.
kind of-
Yeah, forget it. But he's also, I mean, he's assuming the personification more or less of the baby doll at this moment, the living baby.
I
doll.
think there's a little bit of both, that he's like fucking around at the same time, but is also.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what my intentions were.
Oh,
because why not just leave it up to the
Oh, I
audience
know.
at this point? But I have an idea of what's happening.
Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of both. That's at least what was going on in my head.
Yeah.
It's like there's a little bit of fucking around, and okay, let's actually have a real
out.
moment here.
Yeah.
Mike
Levy.
Do you want to tell who Mike actually is? His tie into the clown world?
Yes, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Staten Island Clown, but they started that entire phenomenon of creepy clowns popping up all over the country, being on the news. They were the guys. They started that entire thing. He has a company called Fuzz on the Lens Productions. They're New Yorkers. They're actually Staten Islanders. That's where I'm from.
Yeah, they even help us film some of this.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, he's acting in it, but Steve Della Sala came in, did sound for us. His brother Jason came in. He plays the cop later on.
Well, wasn't Steve the other cop too?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They're fantastic guys.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Funny as hell too.
Yeah.
No consideration.
Sam is just, she's fed up.
And she's totally not like this in real life. She is so
Sam is just
funny.
She is like
God, I love her.
the embodiment of just fun and good energy.
Oh God, yes!
Like, let's do it. Sam's first day of filming was. The scene is actually not even in the movie, but it was a different version of the scene where she finds her sister dead. But originally, it was Jenna lying on the ground where she'd been killed, and Sam had to come in, find her body, freak out, cry. I mean, that's a very difficult thing to do on your first day of shooting. She never met any of us. You know, we were filming an entire day. She shows up at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. She has to come in, shake everybody's hand, and then just break down and cry and say, "Oh my God, this is my sister. I just lost her." And she came in and actually killed it,
Knocked it out.
and that is a ridiculous thing to ask of an actor. But Sam's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, I lucked out big time. All the actors and the crew, zero problems. I've had horror stories on other movies with actors and crew members. This was just a delight.
It's like everybody was just so much fun to work with.
Oh,
It's just
man.
like, and we still talk all the time too.
All
It's
the
just
time.
like,
Yeah. That's one good
yeah.
That's one good thing you can say about social media, right?
Yeah.
So here's a question I have for you. So she just heard a scream.
Uh-huh.
All right. Technically, I want to say I used Jenna's scream.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it possible that Art actually has a voice, and through his voice with Jenna's scream,
No,
or is that Puya screaming?
Puya.
Down
I think
there?
it's Puya.
All right. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
He probably just like kicked her or something like that. Scream, bitch. Arts would be more of a silent scream.
Yeah. So this scene, Jesus. This was the biggest risk that I took.
That floor was so nasty.
I mean, have we told you to this day that place was infested with fleas?
That's probably why I'm still coughing. I'm still coughing to this day. I got like,
Alright.
I got the plague.
Maybe we should put
For
all
that
our
floor.
cards out on the table.
Yeah.
When me and George scouted this place, at the end of the scout, George looked at, he was wearing shorts, he looked down at his legs and they were covered in fleas and he freaked the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
And then I looked down at my pants and there were fleas all over us. And then we fucking ran to the store and bought like 1,000 flea bombs and just destroyed that place.
This is the night that I really got close to the crew members because they got to see a lot more of me that night.
Wait, there's a
Yeah.
lot to discuss about this.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry y'all had to see my butt.
You see,
This is where I
you
got the
definitely
text.
catch it a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's in
this
there.
is where you got like you sent me
That's
the
my
text.
favorite shot of
Oh God.
you in this
Oh
ghetto.
my God. Look at that body.
I wanted you to. So
That's all natural.
So that was the biggest risk that I took
Yeah.
with the Art the Clown character. That's a big gamble.
Yeah.
So originally this idea came from actually a long time ago. My ex-girlfriend was like, I'd like to see Art the Clown in a wig. That's all she said to me. And then I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that would be kind of creepy. But then I think more and more, and everything with Art the Clown is go further. And then I'm like, well, would he be wearing a wig? Probably not. He'd probably be wearing a woman's scalp, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm like, would he only take the scalp?
Oh, no.
Absolutely not. He would take all the female, everything that makes up a woman, all the female attributes he would take. And then, remember, we had I'm pretty sure we had a discussion about would he put them on his bare body or would he put them over the clown suit? That was a big debate
It's like, which
for a
is
while.
more fucked up? And I'm like,
And then we were like, no, that's going to be like hokey to just have it on the suit. I'm like, he's going to go all the way. Art the Clown is all about going all
like
the
how
way.
can he really fuck with this girl more than anything else?
Yeah, because you want it to kind of look like his entire body transforms into a woman, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, dude, you didn't even hesitate for a second, and you were like, oh, let's
Because
do it.
we even talked about this, and I was like, well, excuse me, if like, Katie's got to do what she's got to do in that scene. It's like, if she can be that vulnerable in her own skin and be vulnerable, I might as well just put it too. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, it's very noble of you.
And I got that text from you that morning. Do you have a cock sock? And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, just bring a sock with you. And I show up on set with a bright white sock. And you're like, what?
That's my eyeball, by the way. At 5 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so the cock sock. So
Yeah.
I've heard through the grapevine that's what they use, and that's what they call it, a cock sock. But it's a black sock, obviously. And
I did not know that.
Dave shows up with a 1970s like white tube sock that goes down to his ankle.
Well, there's reasons for that.
No comment. No comment.
Oh no!
I saw enough already. But
that was actually my first real night working with Sam too, and I was like, so very
was it?
nice. Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Wow.
Because that was, I mean, other than the first night she came, but that was the night we actually worked together.
How about this? Wait, that was the first night you worked with Sam.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, how many times have people met you? But they meet you when you're in the Art the Clown makeup because Dave's the first one in the makeup, and he's there way before anybody else shows up because it takes 3 hours to get him into that getup.
Oh yeah, it wasn't until we shot the truck scene that Sam actually saw what I looked like without the makeup on,
what I'm
and she
getting at.
freaked out.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh my god, that's what you actually look like." I'm like,
They've known you for weeks, months,
months
because
at that point.
They're wrapped. They go home. You have to stay for an extra hour to get out of the makeup.
Yeah.
So they don't even know what Dave looks like. So they're actually befriending Art the Clown this entire time.
Yeah.
Because you're still you when you say cut. You know,
and I still got those
Dave,
teeth in my mouth, so I was
joking, always joking, laughing, lovable. You know.
I try. I think that's why he gave me those teeth to shut me up more.
Oh man, it makes those hours in the chair go much faster,
yeah.
dude. Because I'm not, believe it or not, I'm not much of a talker. I have to say more.
What? There's the baby doll.
All right, so this scene, the movie was cut. It was premiered in Telluride. Very rough cut, but this scene was not in the movie. This character was not in the movie. Adam Weber, who is our executive producer from Australia, never met him. Such a big fan, he gave us a bunch of money. Just wanted to help out making this movie. And after I showed him a rough cut, he came back to me and he was like, "Man, I really think this movie can use just one more kill." And I was like, "Hey man, let's do like a really slow, long decapitation scene." You know, he wanted to use a chainsaw so bad, but I just wasn't ready to put a chainsaw into Art the Clown's hands. I just don't think that's his character at this point. But I was like, dude, I'll do like a really slow decapitation with a knife. Actually, 2 knives you do.
Yeah, 2 knives.
You know? So he was like, yeah, let's do it. And he gave us extra money just to go in and shoot this scene. It kind of works. I mean, this character sort of fits into the movie. We fit him in decently. I mean, he is so... Go. They wanted you to do that, remember? They wanted you to
I did the
yeah, we actually have shots of Dave throwing his arms up like he made a goal, but there's a fine line.
Oh, yeah, I know.
There's a fine line. Like, I don't want... No disrespect, obviously.
Oh,
I'm not comparing...
We can save it for a sequel.
Yeah, I'm not comparing Art the Clown in any way, shape, or form to, like, Freddy Krueger, but I don't want him to fall into that like trap when you hit like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5 or 6 where he's just, it's a joke throughout, you know, like it's just strictly for laughs. I want them to still, I always want it to go back to that moment, like after you shot Jenna, and it's like, all right, we're back to business. It's, you know, it's serious. Like you're supposed to be scared at the end of the day. More scared than having fun, hopefully.
He's having fun.
Right. But well, there's a lot of people having fun with you too. A lot of sick bastards out there.
Oh, this bike.
How hard was it to ride that?
It was literally a pain in the ass. My butt was so sore after hours of that. That thing was tough, especially with those big shoes on and me being so tall.
I don't think
it's like
I don't think it reads how tall you actually are. I mean, what are you? 6'4"?
I'm 6'2".
Oh, I thought you were taller than that. Jesus. But yeah, I mean, you're pretty damn tall, man.
On a good day.
Yeah. Those shoes.
No, that's a real crash. I don't know how many times I crashed that damn thing. Especially trying to ride it out. It's like, oh god.
We have so much footage of us just laughing our
Me
ass
singing
off.
Bicycle Race too.
That's in the. I put that in the behind.
Oh, good. Bicycle.
I put that in the behind. This scene was a lot longer in the original cut. I had him just taunting her, riding around more, popping out behind beams. But I think you get the point.
Oh yeah. But I had so much fun writing that thing.
Yeah.
We might have to bring it back again.
I think.
Or a mini
get
clown car.
the
I don't
point.
know.
Yeah. What's next?
Pogo stick. I don't know.
Yeah. Jesus. Fine lines, man.
Yeah.
You gotta-
I just love like there's randomly like a little bitty bicycle in this place.
It's not that
It's
far
just like-
fetched. That place
yeah.
was riddled with crazy things.
Yeah. It's like ooh.
Hang on a second. Where? Okay, so that went from Trenton to now we're in New York. Now we're in Staten Island.
Yeah.
Completely different places.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now this is showtime. This is here's our rat wrangler and our rats. Not for nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Other than their tails, which are a little off-putting, man, they are very cute. They're very sweet rats. Man, rats have a bad
They do.
reputation.
They do. So you know,
They're very cute. They're
they're
very
all
sweet.
like Master Splinters.
Yeah. This is a throwback to the Terrifier, the short film, or All Hallows Eve, when she with the plastic bag. I mean, that's a very.
She really did this too. That's the.
You know what's funny? I had both actresses didn't know what they were getting into with that gag. Okay.
Oh wow.
Marie Mazer, who's the girl in Terrifier, the short film, we did it to her a bunch of times on like the 6th take. You know, and they're like, yeah, just do it. But at some point, it really kicks in, and you're doing what it looks like you're doing.
Yeah.
And she actually I think she started crying for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the same thing happens to Sam.
Yeah. I can believe it.
She's like, no, do it more. It's fine. And then before you know it, you're actually getting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like she had to like cap me so I knew when to literally let go. She didn't just tap me. She would like slap that shit out of me. I'm like, oh, okay. Yep. Sorry.
That's how you're selling it. When
Yeah.
you see it sunken into the mouth, that's when it's really looking awesome.
So, what the fuck? Last time I buy American.
Boom.
This bit. I love this. I love you kept this in.
Yep.
Which that was just once.
That was an
I was
outtake.
just ad-libbing.
That was exactly.
Yeah,
That was
I thought
an
y'all
outtake.
had stopped filming.
We had.
that. This
Well,
one-
no. I yelled cut, but
Yeah.
George was still rolling, and Sam was actually in that angle. I had to cut her out of it because we were just about to shut the camera off, and you gave her the finger.
Yeah.
But I was able to, because the camera was still, I was able to get footage from earlier in the shot and block her
It was
out.
just me joking around.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
hey, let's keep that. So, y'all all just died.
Yeah, man. That's why I kept it in, because everybody laughed on set.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have left that in. I wouldn't have had you do that if I just wrote it into the script.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that's your character.
It just happened in the
But it's
moment.
like, you know what I mean? It's like it's so far into the movie, and it's just now like he just like resorts to giving her the finger. It's like, God damn it.
Con?
Yeah. Exactly. I'll get you pesky kids.
Your little dog too. Oh no.
All right, so this is a fun fact for all you horror fans. That is Kika. I'm so sorry. I have a hard time saying her last name. Magalhaes.
I don't ask me.
But she is the star of that awesome movie, Eyes of My Mother. And this, I think she had just wrapped that movie. So, I mean, that movie turned out to be a pretty big cult hit. You know?
She's such a sweetheart.
Oh, she was amazing. But yeah, so she came out just to play the double of Jenna as this dead body.
Yeah.
And her hair was twice as long as it is in these shots. And I had to CGI the hair shorter because it just looked nothing like Jenna. I think I even added the eyebrows. Yeah, but
I was really wailing on Sam.
Yeah,
this was real. Those aren't they're rubber, but still. I
the
mean,
sound effects help.
Yeah,
that's a cast of my mother's hand that just got slashed. That I actually used in the Ninth Circle, my first short film, to show the needle going into it. But yeah, you're really whipping her. We made silicone instruments.
Yeah. by this point, I was like,
But
okay, what do you want me to do?
It still hurts sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you gotta be a
Yeah.
trooper, man. These girls are unbelievable.
Sam was just like, because that's one thing I was like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, it's helping me
Yeah.
get this.
Don't think for a
emotion
second
out.
we're forcing these actors. I mean, a lot of times they're just willing. to
Basically
do it.
every take, anytime I was doing something like that, I was like, are you okay? I just want to make sure if I'm hurting you.
I mean, Sam was actually like, no, dude, do it harder,
Yeah.
do it harder, like sell it.
You alright? Stay with me.
Oh, here's a fun fact. So this is the same room that we shot Katie in the opening with the vanity.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Just dressed it differently.
That
I'm sure
room
now
was
you
used
can
for
totally
so many
tell,
things
but-
too. Where you just use it just to like hang around and
Yeah.
stuff like that. While we're doing the tunnels too.
I'm not gonna leave you, I promise. I'm just going right over
This
there.
is why I like Matt's performance. Yeah, both of their performances.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Going back to that whipping scene, I wish that I would have liked to show a little more gore. You know, I would have liked it to get like stuck in her skin. See it torn out.
This young woman over here has just been assaulted. She's
The 911 operator is my girlfriend Linda. Very cold and callous on the phone. Perfect.
She's cut all over.
No emotion. Could care less. Just wants
So
to.
that's
go.
why you're with me.
Yeah, just wants to go home. This is
Love you.
This is her thousandth call of the day.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what now? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure a guy with a knife, right?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to put something on that television screen, something like so subliminal of like maybe just Katie's image of just Katie, as if it's like the talk show happening at that time, but not obviously not with Sam.
Yeah.
But just a little, you know.
I guess that like her show.
Yeah.
Oh, you talked about the Katie. Huh?
Oh, we do have
Like,
two Katies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Katie with the K.
Hey.
Katie with the C.
Katie with a K. Daniel with an L.
Daniel with an
Cobra Kai.
Oh.
I can't wait. Alright, so this was cool. Boom. That would have been a kill shot right there if you really hit him with that.
Oh, definitely. And that.
Yep.
And that.
I wish we had time. I wish I could have just progressed his makeup with each hit, you know. But you guys don't realize we don't have the time. A lot of. It's not. Boom. We got that.
That was your foot stomp.
Yes, it was. That was an insert. You know, dude. A lot of times these effects, they're the last thing. That's great. That's the classic Art the Clown move.
That's where you just let me play.
Yeah, he does that. You laugh, no sound comes out.
It's having fun.
Yeah, he's loving it.
Let's get serious.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of times, you know, you have to shoot the scene. You have to get everything in, or else it doesn't work. And the effects are the last thing to come up. And then before you know it, you're fighting the clock, and things suffer.
This part, I was thinking, this is my Joker moment where I was just sneaking up on her like that, just
Oh,
Joker
alright.
smile. It's like, yes. It's chanting. It's like, the eye.
That was.
I love that you had to blind my good eye too. Like
You have
in
a
real
good
life,
eye? Okay.
my right eye is my good eye. So like all the parts where I had to like have all that, you know, nastied out and everything by you. I was like, oh great, I can't see crap out of my left eye.
Good.
Yeah. I love it because all these people were coming up to me showing me pictures like, this is what you look like. I can't see anything. I just see a blob.
Less acting for you.
Yeah, that's when you want me to drive the truck, and I'm like, oh crap.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like, well, you know, I'm just gonna see a bunch of blur.
Oh Jesus.
So I was like, okay. Here's Artie.
You just keep coming back.
Yep. I'm like herpes.
Oh, we actually have the tuft of hair.
Yeah. That was my idea too. It's like, can we have a tuft of hair?
This is great. A lot of people love this.
Yes. The horn.
Yeah. This is Steve Barton, who is who is Dread Central, and he championed this movie. He got us the distribution through Epic. He saw it and he was like, dude, I want it. This is amazing. He's like, this is slasher we've been waiting for. He loved this scene. Absolutely loved it. He's like, I love when he just honks the horn in her face. Like, after all this, like, he still has the energy to just keep fucking with her and just, just taunting her and just,
Are you horny, baby? I am.
It's like to find the time to still joke in the middle of all this.
Like, where did he pull that out from, too? It's just like, he just had it up his ass the whole entire time, cavity search. And was like,
that's a great question, man.
It's his powers. Yeah. He's got magical powers.
Well, listen, he hides a gun in one boot, he hides a horn in the other boot. There you go. Don't ask me these ridiculous questions.
His body's like a TARDIS, really.
Was there ever really a horn? I mean, let's be real.
Whoa, get it meta, man.
Good night, folks.
Was there really a horn? Oh my. Where's the horn symbolic for something else?
There you go. Now
that's Phil Falcone in the truck there.
Yep, producer Phil Falcone. Boom. Drove through. Couldn't wait to drive through that thing.
One shot to that.
One shot.
He did it.
This was great. It was just, this is
you know what song I have channeling in my head during this?
I do not.
The song from Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, Stuck in the Middle with You?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. That's what I was referencing in my head.
Very cool.
Product placement.
Oh, Serling Bros. No. That is my tribute to Rod Serling, because The Twilight Zone is my favorite show of all time. Yeah. So, and now, what's going on now? Now, it's like, oh, wait. He's also a cannibal.
He's gotta have this midnight snack.
He's also a cannibal. Well, another thing with Art the Clown is you're a combination of a slew of real serial killers, obviously. Oh, yeah, that's one of your things.
Definitely.
Central,
Guy.
13 male
Yeah.
American, possibly armed.
Dahmer, Gacy, Manson. It's all in there. Steve Delasala and Jason Levy. Fuzz on the Lens guy.
That's my Heath Ledger Joker movie there.
No sudden moves. The right hand.
Fine.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
I love that look. You're like, oh come on. You're upset it's got to end.
Yeah. It's like I'm trying to eat.
No.
That's another thing. I've never seen a slasher take their own life.
Nah.
Again, trying to keep it familiar, but put a little twist on it to keep it fresh.
I think he does it because he knows he can come back.
Well,
it's just like, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a good question, though. He might not. He might not. It might be just as new to him as it is to everybody else.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Maybe this is how art really becomes art.
I mean, because who knows? I mean, I don't think he's died before.
Yeah. This is Groundhog Day.
Yeah. This is new territory.
Yeah.
Oh god, all the inserts, dude. This movie, every scene takes place in 5 different places. Yeah. All those close-ups, different places, different times.
This was the last thing we really shot.
This was so this was the last thing. It wasn't the television.
The funeral.
Yep.
This is a real funeral.
Corey Duvall, fantastic. I got him from Kamal, awesome actor.
He was actually one of our original cops.
Yes. Oh my God, why is his name Clifton?
Yeah.
Clifton, amazing. And Ziomi,
showcase number
amazing.
one.
Yeah.
Severe head trauma.
Came in to play our
We're probably gonna
EMTs.
have to identify this poor bastard by his teeth.
This was a real.
This was a real funeral home.
There was actually,
not a coroner's office, but a lot of people are like, oh, that's a kind of cheesy, poor set you got there. I'm like, oh, that's what they really.
This is actually real. There was actually some blood.
Yeah, that's a real place, man.
Stuff in there. It was
Some young girl after he ran her
interesting
over.
smells.
Blew his brains
So
out.
here's this scene wasn't originally in the script, but
disappoints, does it?
it was originally just ended where you blow your brains out.
Yeah.
You're dead. You're gone. That's it. It's over. And then it ends with Sam in the hospital, the reveal. And we never wanted to mislead the audience. I mean, because we're bringing you back. We're bringing you back. You're not dead.
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah. So we had to just let the audience know that it's not over.
Yeah.
Kill was never really
not a good kill.
Else is just
Worth his merit,
good ass, right? I'll hook you up, Doc. That's my guy.
Pennywise doesn't come back. He's not a real clown anyway.
We're playing in his league, buddy. Whether you like it or not. This is
Come at me, Curry. I would really like that though.
I know. Me too. Jesus. What a
I
hero.
love you, Tim.
What a hero.
Let's have a look at the man of the hour.
Now we had to bring it back. Man. We got a lot more.
I actually couldn't really
Lot
fit
more
in that
stuff.
whole body bag.
No, you couldn't. It was too small.
Yeah.
Too small.
We joked about like cutting out the bottom of it and having my feet sticking out.
Yeah. I love this idea of you're staring right at him when he opens it.
It's like, hi!
It's like, well, I wasn't ready for that. So now, like, this is the moment where he's sort of resurrecting.
Yeah.
I guess, like, there's supernatural forces going on right now. So, a lot of people don't like the fact that we don't give a backstory. Other people don't, it's split right down the middle. People love that his backstory is ambiguous. Other people want to know exactly what he is and where he came from. But we didn't spell it out for you, but obviously you know now that he's supernatural. So now the wheels are turning. I mean, where did he come from? What could he be? What kind
Maybe part of that is his origin right
Yeah. Giant gaping exit. This is very subtle, but if you look and you slow it down, you see Corey's eyes fill up with blood as he's getting choked. So this entire movie is basically a flashback.
Yeah.
Okay. Even I get confused sometimes.
She's been so popular.
1 year later.
Makes everyone laugh.
So in the opening of the film, now Art is watching the events of this film on TV a year after. He's watching Sam's interview. So he's technically getting ready to go out and
Take care
kill
of
some
yourself,
other people.
Victoria.
His next
I'll see you in a
victim.
couple of months.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
So long, doctor.
Goodbye.
Already suiting up.
Margaret, Reed, and Alan, they played the parents.
Yeah.
This was the first time we put Sam in the makeup.
Oh, and good luck with your interview tomorrow.
It's like, welcome my life, Sam.
Good luck. Yeah. So now the colors dissolve into black and white, Art the Clown, and blood. That's Art's colors, black, white, and red. And then you hear the horn, and you see Art. He's taken over. She's gone.
Yep.
She's insane. She has a little bit of him.
Maybe like
His
his
personality.
Renfield.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep, she's insane. He's rubbed off.
mm-hmm.
And that's it. And I feel like there's probably so many things we didn't get to talk about.
Probably
That went
so.
by way too fast.
Yeah.
So tune in on the second commentary where we fill in the gaps. We'll record that right now. No, it's not happening.
Yeah. We'll have Art comment on the whole entire thing. Just a bunch of silence. The whole thing's just all dead air.
Watch the actual movie to hear Art's
Occasional
commentary.
horn honking,
Only the Art whisperers can hear the real commentary. Oh, God.
The voices in their head just talking. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess
Run amok, rats and mice.
Yeah. She didn't want. The woman didn't want to give me her actual name. I mean, she said, "No, put Run Amok, put their business in there."
Cool.
So, okay. But thank you, woman. She was excellent. I forgot. her
I
name.
love that you listened to Jen Elsa's stunt performer.
Yeah, if you did it, you're in there. Everybody's worn many hats.
Yep.
On this crew.
Oh, that stupid hat.
That goddamn hat.
That goddamn hat. Trying to keep that thing in.
Next time, I'm just stapling it.
No. Magnets, man. Let's use magnets or something like that next time.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Like have it like already sewn into the bottom of the skull cap. I don't know.
Or just get a string back into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. It was just because like anytime I had any like rapid movement with my head, it's like we had to have it taped down because it would go flying off.
Yeah. Well, we lost all the strings. We don't have. We only have 2 copies of your costume.
Yeah.
The original costume didn't fit you from All Hallows Eve, so we
Yeah.
had to custom remake the costume.
Yeah. And you can see the difference between the pom poms, the little.
Each costume had different pom poms, right?
Yeah.
One
That's
was
how I
more,
knew which
one
was
was
which.
stringier.
Yeah, one was stringy, one was just like more like a big huge ball.
Yeah.
Of cotton or whatever foam.
I had to put that. My
Oh
heroes.
God. Yes.
I mean, that's
Well, we lost them all three of them.
shaped me, man.
Yeah.
Shaped this movie. They're all responsible for something in this movie. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, man, that's it. Thank you to the fans.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And we'll
Love
see
you guys.
Yeah, love you. We'll see you next time.
Kill you later.